Hi guys, welcome to my first YouTube video. Today we're going to do something simple and hopefully you guys can follow along with me. So before I usually start an art project, I go into Pinterest and I scroll through and try to, get inspired. And I've been super inspired by nature lately, and it's probably because it's been so cold out. So I think today we're going to do a simple mountain scene. So I'm going to open up PROCREATE and let's pick a canvas. I usually do 8x10. So first I'm just going to go through and pick out what kind of color palette I want to use. I think I'm going to stick with some blues. So we'll do this one. And you can do whatever color palette you want to, whatever feels right for you. So I'm going to start using the monoline brush and just draw a circle. Then I'm going to select it and center it in the center of my canvas. Then fill in the color. I think I want to make it a bit darker. And I think I end up making it darker later on. So now we're going to start working on the mountains. Make sure your circle is on alpha lock. So yeah, you can make your mountains as wavy or as pointy as you want them to be. And there you go, you have your mountains. Now I'm going to create some gold accents to go along with the mountains. And to do that, you just duplicate the layer and then pick the right gold color you want to use and fill it in. Once you filled it in, you can select that layer and then move it slightly above the mountain layer, and you can see what you've created. And then you can go ahead and do that to the rest of the mountain layers. Now I'm going to start making the moon, and to do that you just draw a circle with that same gold color. And I want to make it into a crescent moon. So after I'm putting it into place, to do that, you just duplicate the circle you just made and then select that new circle and move it slightly askew into the crescent shape that you want. And then you erase the lines from those layers that you don't need. And then once you're done erasing those lines, you can see the crescent shape come to life. And in order to fill it in with color, you select both the layers, pinch them together, make sure it's just those two layers, and then you have your crescent shape. And now you can fill it in. Once you have your crescent, you can move it wherever you want. And now I'm going to make a dripping effect. And in order to do that, I'm going to use the technical pen, because the lines are just a little bit thinner than the monoline brush. And then I'm just drawing lines to create that dripping effect. After that, I'm now going to create some stars in our sky. So in order to do that, you create a new layer, make sure you have clipping mask selected, then go over to your luminous brush section and select the glimmer brush. And now you can paint your sky with some stars. Now we're going to add some texture to our mountains. So each mountain layer, make sure you select it to be on alpha lock, and you can find a brush. I used a grunge brush to give it some texture, and we're just going to put a darker color towards the bottom of the mountains, and then use a lighter color on the top of the mountains. And you can repeat that step for the rest of the mountain layers. Now we're going to create a border around our scene. So in order to do that, go to the circle layer and duplicate it. And then we're going to use that same gold color to fill it in. And then select that new circle and make it slightly bigger, and then center it, and now you have your border. Our scene is almost complete, but I think I'm gonna add some clouds now. In order to do that, just create a new layer, and I'm using the monoline brush, and then just create little cloud shapes and then fill them in. It actually took me a while to get these cloud shapes correct. I edited a lot of this part out because they were coming out crooked and just didn't look like clouds, but I stuck with these guys at the end. And then I just brought down the opacity on the cloud layer. And to give it more of a translucent cloud effect, I just took the eraser tool and lightly erased the bottom of the cloud. And I kept doing this just to get the desired cloud effect. And there you have it. There's our little mountain scene. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I hope you guys subscribe and follow for more art.